Hey, what's up, guys? John here. If you guys are anything like me, you're probably exhausted from all of the fear mongering that the media has been putting out for the last couple of years, right? It's like up and down, up and down, up and down, most of which never really materializes. We're just waiting for this big event, and a lot of people are just like, oh, just get it over with already, right? But I think what we're seeing now is it's a unique shift, right? Kamala Harris came out today and said, hey, Americans, get ready to pay more. Things are going to get more expensive. It's the patriotic duty. We have to make sacrifices, right? And this is kind of what I'm seeing that I think is like a very unique situation. So Russia, China, and India all did a deal together where they're basically going to give them almost unlimited fuel, right, at good prices. So they are going to have access to very cheap fuel, right? However, if this conflict does happen, then what we've been told is that fuel prices here are going to get more expensive. We cut the Keystone Pipeline, we're cutting back more on fossil fuels. And so they said fuel could go between $5 and $10 a barrel more, right? So to put that into perspective, it's about 15 to 20 cents per gallon of an increase for you and for me and for everybody, right? And so if you're putting 20 gallons into your car, it could cost you another $4 or $5. And you're like, okay, well, that's manageable, right? A lot of people would say that's manageable, but what I'm more concerned about is how much more food costs will be and everything that we buy at the store, because we are going to be paying more to get it from where it is to where it needs to be for us to make the purchase, right? And so when we're taking this into consideration, the big question I ask myself is, well, what does that look like for the everyday American? Kamala Harris throws out there that, hey, we got to get ready to pay more. Well, when 60% roughly, let's 65% of Americans have less than $500, right? And so if 65% of Americans have less than $500, what I believe is going to happen is I think that if last year real inflation was 10 or 20%, some people would say probably closer to 20, when we factor in like used car prices, meat prices, consumer products, gasoline like doubled, everything's gotten a lot more expensive, right? And so if that happened last year and they're saying to get ready for that to happen again, what I think is going to happen, I think the real big opportunity here is going to be looking at what's going to happen to the job market, right? So the job market, if we have all these people that were happy 2 years ago, they're more than likely not as happy today because they probably took a 15 or 20% loss in pay with just their purchasing power. And if they're saying that that's going to happen again, what I think is going to happen is I think we're going to start to see a lot of people that simply say, hey, you know what? I cannot do this again. I can't take another pay cut through inflation. So I'm going to leave my career. It's interesting, like even Brian Chesky, the CEO of Airbnb, came out and said, hey, we think the Airbnb business is going to be booming. Because of inflation, people simply will not have the ability to not use Airbnb. They're going to have to do it because they're going to need more money to pay for items, right? So if CEO of Airbnb is saying it, Kamala Harris is saying it, and we're already seeing Keystone Pipeline, we're already seeing us move away from fossil fuels. What I think is going to happen is I think oil prices are going to continue going up and things are just going to be more expensive. Things are going to get harder and harder, right? And so what I'm looking at is things are going to be getting easier and easier in China and India because they're going to be able to have access to fuel, right? And so they're going to be able to manufacture and distribute items at a smaller cost than what Americans will be able to do. Now, what I think how this really was going to play out here is I think that these rising costs, small businesses in America have two options, right? One is that they can close down, and then two is that they have to increase their cost to the consumer, right? But if the consumer is already taking a loss, then it's going to be harder for them to stay in business. So they're going to go to the big corporations, likely to save a little bit of money. But what I think is the big opportunity here is if we look at the big players, Carl Icahn, Bill Ackman, Buffett. You look at all the big players. What do they all have in common? They usually put big bets and they make a lot of money when things are not good. The famous saying is, you make your money when there's blood in the streets. Well, we're having all of this happen, and at the same time, Jerome Powell and the Fed, they're saying that they're going to increase interest rates, saying as much as 5, 6, 7 times this year, right? And so if rates they're going to increase between 4 and 7 times this year, if that does in fact happen, then you're going to have rising prices coupled with rising interest rates. And if rising interest rates go up, then credit cards get more expensive, car payments are more expensive, adjustable rate mortgages are more expensive, everything becomes more expensive, right? So what I think is going to happen here is I think we're going to see a lot of businesses that are going to have to try to do this transfer. And a lot of them will be able to do it successfully, but a lot of them won't be able to as well, right? And so the question I'm looking at is, if I were starting a new business, or if I was looking for an opportunity to leave my career, I would look at the big changes that are happening, right? The huge changes that are happening in America, they're happening so fast. It's unbelievable. Like last maybe 2 years, 3 years, it's unbelievable how much has changed. If you would have predicted any of this in 2018, 2019, people would have called you crazy. But here we are. Things are starting to go down this road. So I do believe we are going to see an opportunity to start new businesses, a great opportunity to invest in hiring some great people that are simply just looking to leave their career, and you could partner up with people. I also think that what's going to happen in the stock market and all markets, it's going to be unique. It's going to be different. The last 2 years, people have been making a fortune in the stock market up until the last couple months, but they've been making a ton of money, right? And they're making a lot of money. What happens at times of conflict? Usually the stock market pulls back. Speculative bets, they kind of pull back. Venture capitalists, they kind of pull back. They wait to see what's happening. Money dries up. But gold prices soar, precious metals soar. People start investing in things that they can buy with true intrinsic value that are going to perform well in the good times and the bad times. So I think we're going to be stepping into this very unique, really paradigm shift where people change their investing strategy. People are hiring really great talent. They're starting new businesses. And people are going to get more creative. We're going to start to see Americans get more creative and flexible than they've ever been, because they're going to have to. It's out of just survival instincts. Americans have a survival instinct like no other, and that's going to really be brought out to the front lines over the next couple months. Right? We're going to start to see these. I think we're going to start to see these career opportunities, and we're going to start to see people step up and do things because they have no option. They'll have no alternative. And so that's what I think is going to happen. Whether this whole situation does or doesn't happen, the facts are that China and Russia and India are committed to investing heavily into coal and fossil fuels over the next 8 years, and America's not, right? And so if that happens, if that does happen, we know for a fact that what's going to happen is that it's going to cost more. Everything's going to cost more in America. Everything, gas prices, food prices, everything is just going to continue going up and up and up, because it's going to cost more to get us to where we need to go and get all the products we want to buy to our front door. So they're going to have a big advantage over us. However, we are going to have an advantage right now because it's going to be survival of the creative. Whoever is going to be the most creative is going to do best. But I'm really taking a hard look at this because like a lot of you guys are looking after loved ones, children, parents. I have children as well. I have people that I look after. And so with this, I'm asking myself, what are problems going to be in the next year, 2 years, 3 years? How can I solve them on a big scale? How can I help a lot of people? And then how can I invest well? I think that that's all going to be, the fundamentals of going to be of a successful entrepreneur is going to be built around that mental mind frame. Is what are the big problems going to be? How can I help a lot of people? How can I invest to preserve wealth? And what opportunities are going to be hit the hardest to stay clear of. But it's a very unique situation because, as I mentioned before, like all of you guys, the last couple of years have just been so many headlines like this. Like something may happen or may not happen. Time will tell. But yeah, at this rate, it looks like fuel prices and all that, they're just going to continue going up and up and up, regardless if the situation overseas happens or not. We're going to start to see higher costs across the board. But where are you investing? What big opportunities do you see coming forward in 2022? And what do you think is going to happen with all this? Drop your comments below. Let's talk about it. And go over to my TikTok. I post there 4 or 5 times a day, and I respond to everyone's questions. All the really good questions, I respond with a video response. So if you have any specific questions you want to ask me, go over to my TikTok at This Is John Williams. Give me a follow and drop your comments in there. Let me know that you came over from YouTube, and I'll definitely give you guys a response. All right, guys. Thanks. Subscribe here and consider subbing on my personal YouTube channel. I'll have the links for all 3 down below in the top comment. All right, catch you guys later.